Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to be tying a black woolly bugger streamer with a glow back. I'm going to call it a glow back bugger. The product that I'm going to use to make it a glow back is something I got at Hobby Lobby. It's a glow in the dark plastic material. It stretches. Got it for $2.77 plus it was on sale that day, so I think 30% off, so a couple bucks I got it for. Hook I have in a vise is a number 8. I think it's a 4 times extra long streamer hook, and I have a little tungsten bead on here. I bought a whole bunch of these a couple years back. They were on clearance at Orvis online. Little mayfly heads, and the ones they had kind of left over were the XL, which really isn't good for nymphs, but I knew I could use it for something. So this is one of the packs I got. I got several more of these, and they work well on streamer heads. And first we're going to add a little of this lead wire. This is 0.030. Probably 020 might be a little better for this, but I'm out of it, and I went to my local fly shops. None of them have it. Must be a very popular lead at the moment. Put a few wraps on there. Spin it on. If you got a little tag like that, that's tough to work with. Just take your needle nose pliers, give it a little pinch, there you go, perfect. A little dab of super glue. This super glue is going a little bad on me, I noticed. Just a little dab though. Time for another bottle. Now you want to orient the mayfly head so it points down. Little mouth on the bottom of it. I'm not sure if you can see it. 2 eyes. Just makes a good little streamer head. So that's tungsten. You got a couple lead wraps, so it's going to make a pretty heavy fly. Thread I'm using is Danville 210 in black. Couple wraps on there, up through the lead. You loosen this up a little bit. Bring it on back. Cut away your tag end. Got everything behind me here. I was working on my bench and moved my vise to in front of the camera here. So pardon my reach. Bring your thread back to the top of the bend of the hook. Bring it back up. And now we're going to add a little bit of the strung marabou. Also had a little difficulty finding this lately. I mean, I was out of it. And I was using some black craft marabou that I had. And my local fly shop seemed to be out of it. So I had a hard time finding it until recently. Stopped in one of my fly shops and they had it. I think I found this up at the Shanty Creek Fly Shop. Alright, so you want your tail not quite as long as your hook shank. Let's go about 3/4 of the way. Oops. Pulled some of it out of there. Didn't mean to do that. So get it tied in. Tie it backwards. And let's go back up forward just a little bit here. If you don't tie the whole thing in, when you cut it away, you can have enough for your next fly. I'll show you that. It's not going to be as pretty as this first one, but highly usable. So now your next fly, you can have a tail like that. Wrap it in just a little bit here. So now I'm going to add that glow material. Basically all it is a thin strip, maybe about a 1/4 inch, less than a quarter, maybe an 1/8 or so. It fits right perfectly over top of the back. What I've been doing is taking my utility scissors, get it on camera here, and cutting it down a little bit, just thins it out, so when I tie it in there, it doesn't add a lot of bulk to it. Just lay it up against the side of it, and then right on top, work it back to where you started that tail at. Wrap it back forward. There you go. Now you're all tied in. You got right on top, you're going to bend it back forward like this. Now you're going to tie in a piece of monofilament. Let's see if I have one cut here. I think I do. This is just to pour the old 4-pound test that's laying around my desk here. Got it tied in the side here. There you go. Now we're going to add a piece of sparkle chenille. Got this at one of the yarn stores, the craft store. It's got this silver sparkle in it. This is what I tie all my black buggers with. So I clipped off a big piece out of the skein there. I'm just going to cut it down to be a little more manageable. Tell you what I want to do first, and I'm staring right at it. Almost forgot to do it. A little bit of this crystal flash. Take a couple pieces off. Almost forgot to do that. Then I would have had to do this whole video over again. About that much. A few strands. Looks like maybe 6-7 strands there. Cut it away. Go ahead and lay it next to it here. One wrap. You're going to lay it down the side on both sides, just like that. Take your flash, stretch it out, and at the end of the tail there, cut it away. There you go. You either save that for something else, or that's just kind of a little short there. We'll toss that bit. Save a lot of it and end up not using it, but alright, there you go. Now we're going to add this piece of chenille. Let's see. This is actually, I think it's the Velvet Baby Blanket yarn. I'm pretty sure that I looked before I started filming it, and I must have thrown away the wrap that came with it. But you'll see it. Walking down the aisle, it caught my eye. It'll sure catch your eye. Go tie it in all the way back to where you left everything else at. Back forward, up to the front. Go ahead, you can wrap your velvet baby blanket yarn. Pretty sure that's what this was called. I've used it quite a few times in the past for other streamers. None of it had this sparkle in it though. I think I have a white one with a sparkle. I do have a white one with a sparkle. But wrap it up forward. Tie it off. And tie it off in front. Cut it away. Alright. Now you're going to grab a piece of Hackle. And I got this saddle, mainly for it's a streamer saddle from Sidling Hill. It's got some really nice streamer Hackle in it. See if I can pick one out that's going to match the size we need, like this one. Take all the fluff down and just strip it away. Take it right back to break it off. You can cut it off, but alright, so here's what you got. You got a pretty long piece of Hackle here, streamer size. With the concaved side facing down. Lay it right on top. And with the stem that you stripped off, give it a couple wraps. Fold it back over and wrap it in. A couple more times. Take your scissors. Find the stem. Trim it up. And there you go. What we're going to do now, we're going to give it a turn. First turn 2 times. 1, 2, and then palmer it back. 3, 4, 5. There's a little piece of chenille there or something. 6, 7, 8, 9 should be enough. Now you're going to take your glow material and pull it straight up over. While holding it, my fingers are in the way, go ahead and wrap it in a couple times. Pull back, wrap behind it. Get in there. Cut it close. Wrap it in. Take your monofilament, and just as if there was no glow-in-the-dark back on it, let's get it out of there. Wrap it back up through your Hackle to secure everything a little better. Make sure everything's on top. Give it a little bit of pressure. Try not to trap too much Hackle there. Bring it back just a little bit here before I finish it up. Here we go. And go ahead and tie it off. Give it a snip. Pull back, build her up real nice. Nice little head there. Make sure everything's nice and secure. Cut away this little end of the feather. I'm going to cut away this little straggly here that I trapped whenever I did it. Alright, now you can go ahead and finish it up with a whip finish. Pull it nice and tight. Get it away. Dropped a couple little pieces of the feather in there. That's fine though. See what the profile looks like there. Alright, at this point here, if you want, little brushing. Just make sure you can untrap some of those little pieces of the feather barbules that, oops, got all kind of stuff in that brush that you might have trapped in there. Looks pretty good. Looks real good as a matter of fact. Now you want to glue it up. I'm going to use some UV resin this time. Take your bodkin, just work it around nice and even. And your curing light. And there you go. Got yourself a little glow back streamer. I noticed I took it out in the sun and took it into the powder room, shut the door where there's no window. You got a nice little glow streak there. Maybe it's after dark and you're fishing, or you're fishing a nice deep dark hole. Fish should be able to see this, assuming that fish see glow in the dark stuff. I assume they do. But here you go. Just a black streamer with a glow back on it. Alright, hope you liked the video. I found this material at Hobby Lobby again. It stretches. I'll give you a little demo here. You can stretch it out if you want a little thinner. Doesn't stretch as much as like a rubberized material, but it does have a nice stretch to it. It was cheap, and I'm sure you can use this for nymphs and quite a few other things. But there you go. Well, I hope you like it. If you do, like these videos, give me a subscribe, give me a like, and give me some comments on what you like about them and what you don't like about them. Alright, have fun when you're out there fishing. While weather's getting a little warmer, smallmouth are hitting, and have a good day. See you next time.